Happy Wednesday, guys. We're going to go ahead and just jump straight into today's lesson. Today, you are going to be working on Freckle, okay? Let's go ahead and talk just real fast about the expectations and also your do now. Just as a very quick reminder, today you are going to be doing Freckle math. I'll go ahead and write that assignment here. We'll talk about what it is in just a second. But let's go ahead and get started with our do now. Sorry, jumping ahead of myself here. For Freckle, if for some reason you are not able to access it, you do need to send me a text message, leave a comment inside of this lesson, or call me and leave a message. That is okay. We've talked about how to do all of those things already, okay? Additionally, remember, I can go ahead and just see your report. I can go ahead and pull it up and see exactly who's completing it and who is not. If you're not completing it, I will send this lesson back to you. And unfortunately, you'll receive a 0 for it. So please make sure you're getting that done. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Let's go ahead and get started with today's first question, which you're doing now. Today, and I'm going to get rid of this so I can show you this other bit here. Today, if you were able to have an animal as a pet, would you choose either a tiger or an elephant as a pet? We know it's not nice to keep those things but or as actual pets in real life, but it's fun to make believe a little bit here. So would you rather have a tiger as a pet or an elephant as a pet? Which would you choose? And also, what would you name that animal? So, for example, maybe I would choose a tiger and I would name him Tony the tiger, right? That's just an example. You're not allowed to use that name as of now. Tony, that also includes you. You're not allowed to use that as a name. But what would you also name your animal? So again, which animal would you choose, a tiger or an elephant? And what would the name be? Make sure you do include that right here inside of your lesson box, okay? Just where you complete your answer, all right? Now, just like always, we are going to have a focus here on our Freckle math lesson. If you don't know how to set up Freckle, you need to get a hold of me. We've had a couple of lessons on that already, but I think most of us should be good to go. Today's Freckle math lesson is going to be on products and fractions, all right? So this is going to be on products and fractions. We know product is the answer to a multiplication question, and we're going to be talking about fractions. So you're going to see different fractions, and you're going to need to figure out what is the product of those fractions for the most part. For example, if we have, got to get rid of these guys, sorry. If we have 1/2 times 2/3, we know that if we were adding our denominator that we wouldn't be able to do this, right? We would have to find an equivalent denominator or a lowest common denominator and then change it from there. Here, we know that we can actually just multiply across, right? We've talked about this already. So we'd have our numerators, 1 times 2 is 2. And then 2 times 3 for our denominators would give us 6. So we would have 2 6 here. We know 2 6, if we wanted to simplify that even more, we could even turn it to 1/3, right? Because whatever we do to the top, we do to the bottom. You guys know this already. So we divide the top by 2. And again, we've done this plenty of times, so we're going pretty quick here. This is just a quick review. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom, which means we have to divide by the exact same number. So it would be divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 would give us 3. So our answer would be 1/3 or 2 6. Today in Freckle, they are going to ask you different questions. Try your absolute best. Not all of them, you don't need to simplify them. You don't need to create equivalent fractions for every single one. This is just a quick review on how to do some of those skills. So if you see them today, you can go back and watch this video for help, all right? Go ahead, try your best. Oh, I'm so sorry. Do I have to complete the Freckle lesson? Yes, you absolutely have to complete our Freckle lesson today. And the very last question, is there an exit ticket today? Yes, there's absolutely an exit ticket today. Your exit ticket, I'm going to give you in just a second here. I'm going to give you a chance to go ahead and catch up though. For your exit ticket, your question is going to be, what is Mr. Duncan drawing here? Yes, you still have to do your Freckle lesson, but I also just want you to tell me, what is Mr. Duncan drawing here? The reason why is just because I'm curious who has been watching the entire lesson, all right? So what is this a picture of that Mr. Duncan is drawing? And you can wait until the end to see what it actually is. I know it might be kind of hard to tell right away. That's okay. Not the best artist, right? We all know that. That's okay. We're going to call this a horse. We're going to call that a horse. All right. We're just going to pretend that's a horse. That's okay. I know you guys could do a better drawing of a horse. How about this? If you actually do a better drawing of a horse and you send me a text message with it, a picture of it, I'll give you 1 extra point if you can draw me a picture of a horse. Doesn't have to be better than this, but it could just be your own take on a horse. So again, I'll give you 1 extra point of credit, extra credit, if you can send me a picture of your own drawing of a horse. All right, go ahead real fast. You guys know exactly what to do. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you get Freckle taken care of. Call or text me if you have any questions. Have a great rest of your day.